Good afternoon. I'm here tonight again trying to look at some anomalies and storms. I came on to look at the storms again, as I've been repeating. North and South Dakota are getting hammered again. As you will notice, the storm is coming up from the south and going southwest and coming up north, continually hitting them. They've just had some and more storms over in Billings. These areas have just been hammered for the last 2 weeks. Here's what's looking like a harp ring. You can see how it begins to curve. And another thing I noticed, as you will see, notice how all these storms are moving. They don't flash on and off of the screen. Down here in where we saw a strange radar anomaly, we have what looks like a flashing ring going on, probably a ring return of some kind. But it isn't a storm, so there's probably, as you can see, there's no, when it flashes off, you don't see any sign of any rain or anything going on. So to me, that has something to do with some kind of a radar anomaly. And so I don't know what's going on there, but we'll probably know in a day or two, 24 to 48 hours, as Dutchsinse tells us that whenever we see these harp rings and ring returns, usually the storm that's passing through now is nothing but within 24 to 48 hours, the next storm that comes through, there will be severe weather. So I just came on to see what the weather was like. Some of the forecasts that Dutchsinse has given on his reaches several states sometime in the next 24 hours. But you know, I just trying to figure out some of this. I certainly am not any expert at all, but I do think it is just not normal to have as many storms as we have in the same places over and over for a 2-week period. You know, in droughts in other areas, it just doesn't make sense to me. But you know, I'm learning and I'm just looking and discovering. I want to know for myself what's going on. So that's what I'm doing here. I don't believe anything anyone tells me anymore. I check and verify for myself. I followed Dutchsinse for 4 or 5 months. He's been over 95% correct on anything in my area. So, you know, he realizes something that's going on that evidently no one else is reporting. I know he's had a lot of threats go on, but you know, can look and figure it out for yourself. I just believe in checking it out, verifying the information, you know, and then move on, you know, make your own decision with all that information. The other thing is if you don't believe, if you choose not to believe, then, you know, I've seen so many people just be harassed on their sites for because somebody doesn't believe the same thing somebody does. You know, maybe I'm too old, but I just don't understand that. I think it's good to just for somebody to come on and look and say, you know, I don't agree with you. I think that looks wrong, or I don't believe that, and make the comment, but then leave. And you know, you don't have to look at it anymore, and you don't believe it. So I don't know what difference it would make. And then people who do, I would hope, because don't believe me, because I'm just learning, that look at it yourself, check it out, look at other places, verify it, research it, come to your own conclusion, because yeah, anybody can be wrong at this point. But I saw another flashing up here, so in Canada, so it looks like some action. I'll check in after a while and see what's going on. Have a good evening. Be blessed and prepared.